You all right?
I'm okay.
All right, good. All right, we're going to take care of you, brother. I'm just glad you all right. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, good. You talked to your wife? You talked to your family, everybody?
No, I hadn't called anybody other than the IPPO.
Okay. All right, hopefully we'll get this cleared up. Anything you need from me?
Any update on Mr. Brooks?
Well, I ain't checked yet, so
okay.
We'll get that squared away, all right?
All right.
But you're good.
So what you just witnessed was the police chief, who has now resigned after this blew up. He was speaking to the officer here on the right about, what had just happened, which was he ended up shooting this guy on the left, Rayshard Brooks, who they were trying to arrest. Jesus, if you've watched anything that I have put out recently, you will know that I do not like to generalize these things. You can't just say it's about race and lump all of these murders together, because white people are killed, black people are killed. Sometimes it's a black officer, sometimes it's a white officer. So this is a prime example. This police chief is black. He knows this white cop because they work together. And so you can tell he's wanting to stick up for him. He's assuming it was justified. He's assuming this. He doesn't even realize, he doesn't know all the facts. He doesn't know what happened or why he used his weapon just because this guy was running. I mean, he doesn't know the details. He probably assumes the guy tried to grab his gun or something and it went off. But he's already taken up for this cop. He doesn't think it's about race. I'll put it that way. Okay? So, yeah, you cannot lump all these murders together. It's nonsensical to do so. The George Floyd case was a perfect example of this, because that was so atrocious. It was so horrid. If you watched any of the footage, how long he sat on his neck, literally choking him to death. That's a very abnormal way to handle, yourself in these situations. Very abnormal. And immediately was brought to justice. I mean, same, I assume, will be done with this case. Things were going smoothly right
You don't need to go back and forth about it. It's just a yes or no.
But what if I take this test and I don't care about, I can walk home. I don't have to legit.
Why would you walk home?
I just don't want to be in violation of anybody. I can walk, my sister's house is right here.
Do you think that you'd be in violation of something if you were to drive your vehicle?
If that's less possible for me to park here, lock the car up, and do everything that I need to do within the presence of you guys, I can just go home. I have my daughters there right now. My daughter's birthday was yesterday.
So this officer is not just an order follower, but he is going to enforce these orders and make the public follow them. He's not cutting this guy a break. He could have let him walk home. I mean, his car the engine was on, so technically you can get a DUI, but he was not driving anywhere. The car was obviously in park. He could have cut this guy a break. He could have told him to pull over, park, and have somebody pick him up and come get his car tomorrow. He could have let him walk home, but he's intent on doing this breathalyzer and arresting him. He's intent on it. Still not getting any sort of vibe that it's because the dude is black. I can tell you, someone like this, I've encountered many cops like this. They want to enforce the rules on anybody that gets the chance to enforce them on. Some cops are nice, some aren't. Some are going to cut you some slack because it's not such a huge deal. They don't want to ruin your life and put you through the court system over a slip up, a mistake, and they give you a break. And some cops will take it as far as they possibly can within the law.
I'm cool. You know, here's the money for the blow up bed tomorrow. Here's the money for, you know, to enjoy herself tomorrow. Just, you know, give me a burger or something.
Right.
Just take me home. I'm ready to go.
So you had about 1.5 drinks, but you don't remember what kind of drinks they were?
No, sir.
All right.
I really don't, Mr. Ross.
All right, I think you've had too much to drink to be driving. Put your hands behind your back for me. Here, put your hands behind your back. Hey, stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop fighting! You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get tased! Stop!
Mr. Ross!
Stop!
Come on, man.
Stop! You're gonna get tased!
Mr. Ross!
Hey, hands off the fucking taser! Hands off the taser! Stop fighting! Hands off the taser!
There you have it. He knew Rayshard was going for the taser. He knew that's what he had in his hand when he took off running. But for some reason, when Rayshard turns to shoot the taser back at him, he shoots his gun. He screwed up. I don't know how else to put this. He screwed up. He knows it. You can hear it in his voice at the beginning of this video where he's talking to the chief. He knows it. After it's all said and done, he knows he's completely screwed up. He made a snap-second decision to end both of their lives. This is it for his career. This is it for this guy. He's dead. And what was the response of the public? They went and burned this Wendy's down? Like, how does that make any sense?